Let's go right on to our next caller. Barbara, who do we have on the line?
Roger, Sandra is on the line with a possible men-mal case.
Sandra?
Correct.
All right. Thank you, Barbara. Let's talk to Sandra. Sandra, this is Roger Riedmiller of Lawyer on the Line. How can I help you?
Hi.
Would you turn down your TV? I'm getting that
Okay.
feedback again. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Just a minute. I will. Hold on, sir. Here I come.
Hello? Are you there?
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yeah, that's much better. Go ahead. What is your question?
Okay, hi. I have a couple of questions. I have black lung disease, right? And sometimes it carries pneumonia. Well, last year around about July the 25th, I was admitted into St. Joseph's Hospital, Dear Christie, right here off of Harry. And I was there for like 2 days. I had the bad pneumonia. I can't remember what it was called. But anyway, I was admitted on the 25th. They sent me home on the 27th. I was still sick. When I got home, I had to be rushed back to the hospital, but I didn't want them to take me to St. Joseph. I want them to take me to St. Francis.
Okay.
And they said,
Go ahead.
And at St. Francis, I was admitted. On the 27th, after getting out of the hospital, I was admitted in St. Francis on the 28th.
All right, so what is your question for me?
My question is, I wonder who could have talked to. I'm not thinking about doing it now because I prayed about it, but I'm thinking about what kind of thing, who do you talk to on that kind of situation, in case that ever happens again?
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Or is it even worth getting into?
Well, okay. Is the problem that they failed to properly diagnose you, or was the problem that they kicked you out of the hospital before you should have been kicked out of the hospital?
Exactly. They let me go. In other words,
they rushed you? Did they say why they rushed you out of the hospital?
Well, the doctor just released me. He said that he felt that I could go home. I still had the wheezing in my lungs. Sir, I was sick. Still sick. So I'm kind of nervous to go to any hospital because up behind the walls you can have some mean ones and some unconcerned caring ones, but they have a big outstanding name. I don't think that's the way you do people.
Well, all right. Sandra, I don't disagree with you that if you were rushed out of the hospital for whatever reason, before you should have been sent home, that certainly sounds like that was probably not proper medical care, but not having looked at your medical records, obviously I can't draw that conclusion. There could have been a number of reasons why the doctors thought you would be safer at home than in the hospital, and hindsight's 2020, maybe they were wrong. Obviously, since you had to be rehospitalized immediately. Anytime you're in a situation, though, where there is a deviation from standard care, if that's what has happened here, then you really should sit down and consult with a medical malpractice attorney, an attorney that handles these particular types of claims to know what your rights are. The problem with these particular types of claims where it's either failure to diagnose or being rushed out of a hospital prematurely is that your damages are going to be somewhat limited and a very expensive court to pursue damages. It's very expensive to try to pursue such a claim or case. And so what I suggest is, number one, you talk to a medical malpractice attorney. Number two, you might make a complaint if you think you have a legitimate complaint against a hospital or a healthcare provider. Make a complaint with the local board about the way you were treated, and at least that will be made part of their particular records. All right? Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate the phone call.